Welcome to the inner garden. I've seen it happen more than once. A team that's thriving, hitting every target, winning awards. They look invincible. And then a crisis hits, a budget cut, a key person leaves, a sudden market shift, an unexpected storm. And everything falls apart. Why? What are we missing when we build our teams?
Because we spend all our time admiring the flowers, without ever tending to the roots. A storm doesn't test the strength of the branches, which are temporary. It tests the health of the soil and the depth of the root system. Resilience isn't what a team does during the storm. It's the nourishment that was cultivated long before the first cloud ever appeared.
The roots and the soil, that makes so much sense. But if I'm a leader walking into my office on Monday, what does that actually mean? What is the soil we are supposed to be cultivating? And what are the roots?
The soil is the unspoken truth of your team's culture. It is the answer to one simple question: is it safe here? Is it safe to be vulnerable? To ask a foolish question? To admit a mistake, or to respectfully disagree with a leader? That safety is the richness or the poverty of your soil. In poor soil compacted by fear, roots can't grow deep. They stay on the surface, weak and fragile. But in healthy soil, they can anchor themselves for the coming storms. And the roots? They are the quality of the relationships between your people. They are the unseen pathways of trust that carry the nourishment from that safe soil to the rest of the team. When a storm hits, a team with shallow roots simply gets torn from the ground.
Okay, so let's say a leader realizes their soil is bad. It's compacted, it's full of fear. We try to force nutrients into the soil. But it rarely works. It feels like we are just throwing fertilizer on concrete. How do you actually till compacted soil?
You've named the mistake beautifully. You cannot add safety to the soil. You can only remove what is making it unsafe. The first job of the gardener is not to plant flowers, but to pull the weeds and clear the stones. A weed is any behavior, especially in a leader, that creates fear. A stone is any process that makes people feel invisible or unheard.
Attention! I am providing the strategy. Execute the plan immediately. Grow!
The
I
tool
repeat,
for this work
grow.
is not a megaphone to announce new values. It is a trowel. It is the practice of digging in, of turning things over, of listening. The act of truly listening to someone, without judgment or agenda, is the most powerful way to till the soil of a team. It aerates the culture. It makes space for trust to grow.
So the leader's work is to listen, to till the soil, to create safety, so the team can weather the storm when it inevitably comes. But a storm is an event. What about the periods in between? The slow seasons? The long, hard winters of a recession, or the intense, almost frantic summers of hypergrowth? How does a gardener lead then?
The master gardener knows that the goal is not to create an endless summer. That is what leads to burnout. The goal is to build a team that can thrive in every season. In the quiet of winter, they store nutrients and reflect. In the spring, they plant new seeds. In the summer, they grow with energy. And in the autumn, they harvest their learnings and let go of what no longer serves them. A resilient team isn't one that's always on. It's one that is deeply in tune with the natural cycle of things.
We began this conversation in the middle of a storm, and we end it with a deeper understanding of the seasons. We learned that a resilient team isn't built in the sun, but cultivated in the soil of psychological safety. It's nourished by the roots of trust, long before the first storm cloud ever appears.
A garden that is always in bloom will exhaust its soil. The winter is not an obstacle, it is a vital part of the cycle. Don't be afraid of the quiet seasons. That is where the deepest nourishment happens, and where the resilience for the next storm is truly born.
The question we leave you with is, what season is your team in right now, and what does it truly need to be nourished? Thank you so much for your wisdom. This has been invaluable. And to everyone watching, thank you for joining us in the inner garden.